Yo, what's good, everybody? It's the Chosen One, back at it today, and I'm getting ready to go over this particular executive order that was signed by President Obama June 23rd of 2015. It's Executive Order 13603, and it basically states that everybody who's considered a United States citizen will be forced basically to become a slave again. Now, I told you guys in my previous lectures that everything the global elite do is nothing but a ritual, nothing but an act of witchcraft and sorcery, okay? Because our politicians are part of secret societies, and they get together and they track certain planets and stars to tell them when would be the right time to enact certain rituals. And I'm getting ready to break all this down right now. This is really going to expose them because they stole, like I said before, they stole the information from our ancestors. They're really using the path of the planets and the path of the zodiac star constellations to have them know when would be the right time to enact certain rituals to attack our consciousness. Okay, now I'm really gonna break this down because, like I said, this is gonna expose a lot of information for you guys, and it's gonna expose how they operate, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make it very simple and very easy to understand. Okay, now I told you in my last lecture that the two most powerful astrological objects known to humans is Pluto, the path of Pluto, and our sun. And for, I'd say, the past 230 years, or however long this country has been established, the global elite have been tracking the path of Pluto and enacting rituals whenever Pluto enters another zodiac sign. If you don't know already, the zodiac are star constellations that are around the galaxy and move in a clockwise motion. Okay, around the center of the galaxy. Okay, it's really not hard to understand, but what the global elites do is they track the most powerful astrological object other than the sun, which is Pluto, the planet that they told you was not a planet, the planet that they don't want you to know about, that holds the most powerful energy in the goddamn universe. It's connected to the dark matter, that's connected to Sirius, that's connected to the center of the galaxy. Okay, that starts with Pluto. Now, Pluto enters a different sign every 13 years. Didn't I tell you that number 13 was very significant? Let me repeat. Pluto moves in a clockwise motion. All the planets move in a clockwise motion except for Uranus. Uranus goes counterclockwise. But Pluto goes clockwise around the sun. So Pluto takes 13 years to go through each and every sign here, okay? So in the years 1982 to 1995, Pluto was was aligned with the Scorpio star constellation. From 1969 to 1982, Pluto was aligned with the Libra star constellation. From 1956 to 1969, Pluto was aligned with the Virgo star constellation. Okay, you guys see how this works? And in every one of these generations, the global elites, the Knights of Malta, the witches and warlocks that are casting spells over you people who are asleep, they get together and they say, how can we use this Pluto energy to attack their subconscious mind? Let me tell you how they did this in the when Pluto was in Libra. When Pluto was in Libra, that was 1969 to 1982. So what was going on 1969 to 1982? You had a whole bunch of laws that were passed, okay, in America to give women equal rights to work and equal rights all over the country. And basically what that did is that made women independent to where they didn't need men anymore. They didn't need a man counterpart anymore. Okay? It's that's not bad. I'm not going to say that that's bad. You know, women deserve equal pay. What I'm telling you is the global elite set that up when Pluto was in Libra to destroy the Libra energy. And what is the Libra energy? Matrimony, connection, positive and negative, connection, family unit, mother, father, children, husband, wife, children. That's what Libra rules. So when Pluto was in Libra, 1969, 1982, they used the Pluto energy to attack the Libra energy, and they sent a whole bunch of laws in motion in this time frame from 1969 1982 to destroy the family unit. And to help along with that, I believe the Vietnam War was in the late 60s, ladies and gentlemen. So what did they do? When Pluto entered Libra, they enacted the Vietnam War. What did that do? That took single fathers, that took fathers out of the household, and that made most of the mothers in America single mothers. So the mothers had to take roles as men. And a lot of the fathers ended up dying, strung out on drugs, or alcoholics, or just with some kind of post-traumatic stress disorder, okay? So they completely destroyed the family unit in America from 1969 to 1982. And in the 70s, all throughout the 70s, what did they promote? Heroin, LSD, hippie movement, heroin, LSD, hippie movement. Don't take care of your problems. Don't attack your demons. Hey, hit this pipe, and let's feel good. So they attacked the Venus Libra energy with the Pluto energy. Like I said, they operate off of when Pluto enters a different star constellation every 13 years, buddy. And like I said, I got these guys figured out. I'm cracking these bastards. I got them. 1982. Pluto is about to enter Scorpio. Which is Pluto's home. So Pluto's energy is about to be magnified to its most highest degree. And the people born from 1982 to 1995 are getting ready to be the most receptive, most intuitive, most spiritually powerful souls that were born on this planet in the past 225 years. And how did the global elites react to that? What happened in the early 80s? Crack hit the streets. Mr. Reagan, crack hit the streets. Black Panthers infiltrated. What's his name? Huey Newton was assassinated along with the other Black Panther leaders. Okay, a lot of the leaders sold out and they turned the Black Panthers against each other. So now you have Bloods and Crips. And then you had a movie in the early 80s that promoted the gangster lifestyle, which was the Scarface lifestyle. Okay? In 1982, the crack epidemic took off and skyrocketed when Pluto hit Scorpio. Every 13 years, they operate off of Pluto's path. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Now, this generation is born to be fucked because we put their parents on crack, we promoted the gangster lifestyle, And we did everything in our power to show these individuals that operating with their root chakra, that operating with their lower self is the only way of life. Okay, 1982 to 1995. So they turned the most powerful, spiritually powerful generation and made them the most spiritually dumbified, the most spiritually bastardized and dumbified from 1982 to 1995. Now, Pluto enters Sagittarius, 1995 to 2008. What does Sagittarius rule? Sagittarius rules traveling. Sagittarius rules traveling routes, expansion, because it's ruled by Jupiter. So it has to do with traveling routes. Pluto enters Sagittarius in 1995, and 6 years later, they used Pluto energy to attack the Twin Towers, and now our traveling routes are all tracked, and our whole way of global travel is now restricted because of September 11th, 2001, after Pluto entered Sagittarius. Pluto was in Sagittarius 1995 to 2008. Ladies and gentlemen, Pluto moved on to Capricorn in 2008, and President Obama was elected in 2008. And what happened when right after Obama got inaugurated in 2009? Ladies and gentlemen, Pluto rules destruction and rebirth. Pluto rules the powerful things that can't be seen, transformation, things that will transform your life. Okay, Pluto enters Capricorn. What does Capricorn rule? Capricorn is the bones. Capricorn is the structure. Capricorn is the foundation of the government. So what happened when Pluto entered Capricorn in 2008? President Obama was elected, and right after he was inaugurated, we had the worst housing crisis and the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression. Ladies and gentlemen, so when we really look at Pluto entering Capricorn in 2008, we are looking at Pluto is the destroyer. We're looking at destruction entering our form of government, which is Capricorn. Capricorn rules the bone structure. Capricorn rules discipline. Capricorn rules teachers. Capricorn rules the foundation of our government. That is what Capricorn rules. Capricorn rules government. Pluto is the destroyer. So let's put two and two together. Ladies and gentlemen, from 2008 all the way to 2021, Lord Pluto, Lord Anubis, Lord Pluto, Lord Hades is going to be attacking the Capricornian structure of our foundation of government across this whole world. So when you look at an executive order 13603, what is 13603? 13603 is 1-3, which is 4. Then you get the 6-3, and that's a 9. So you add a 4 and a 9, and it goes back to the same goddamn number 13. So don't even say Executive Order 13603. You might as well just say Executive Order 13, because it's attacking our higher 13, our higher self. And they're doing it with Pluto energy. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, they have control of what humans feel on the earth right now is power, which is a green piece of paper. So when that green piece of paper becomes worthless and hits zero value, our lives will be changed forever. Because as long as I remember, that green piece of paper was the most powerful object on the planet. We were lied to. I was lied to. Okay, we were all lied to. Okay, the Knights of Malta and the Vatican and the British monarchy run this goddamn world, and they operate off of Pluto's path. Every 13 years, Pluto enters a different star constellation. And each one of these years, the United States government has enacted a ritual to destroy the consciousness of humans on this planet. So when Pluto, like I said, when Pluto was in Libra, they destroyed the family. When Pluto was in Scorpio, they turned the most spiritual generation into the most wicked generation when Pluto hit Scorpio. Then, when Pluto hit Sagittarius, they enacted 9/11 to completely control all forms of global travel in this world, to put it under Pluto control. All forms of travel, because Sagittarius rules travel, and 9/11 basically was an attack so everybody on the planet can be tracked, okay? On every single trade route, every single plane route. Sagittarius rules travel. Pluto entered Sagittarius, so they attacked our form of travel, which was 9/11. Pluto is the destroyer. Wake up, people. Pluto was in Sagittarius 1995 to 2008. Like I said, 2001 was their ritual, okay? When they attacked the Sagittarius energy of travel. Pluto entered Capricorn, which symbolized the destruction of our whole government structure, our whole entire government structure on this planet, okay? And what did they do to start out Pluto entering Capricorn? Well, we put in a geoengineered, reincarnated soul in the goddamn White House to put a black face on white supremacy in disguise to reign wickedness, to bring wickedness into this world. So what are they doing? They're using the negative aspect of Pluto to attack the positive aspect of Capricorn. So we're going to see our government structure fall in 2008 to 2021. It's actually going to be at the end of this year, which is 2016. Okay. There will not be another election. Okay. I've already came to that conclusion. It's either going to be Obama's third term, or Obama will be assassinated and Trump will steal the election. Either way, pandemonium will be among us in America. Because like I said, Pluto is in Capricorn, and it's going to stay there until 2021, ladies and gentlemen, which means that the dimensional split will not happen until the second half of 2021, going into 2022, when Pluto enters Aquarius, baby. And when Pluto enters Aquarius, the Pluto and Scorpio generation, we're supposed to reach God consciousness. When Pluto enters Aquarius, we are supposed to enter God consciousness. 2021, they are tracking Pluto. They tricked us by saying they were tracking the path of the sun, because on December 21st, 2012, the sun was aligned with Aquarius. Okay, we all know that. But they're really tracking the path of Pluto, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, when Pluto hits Aquarius, that'll be 2021, not 2012, 2021. And the second half of that, Pluto will enter the star constellation Aquarius. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to send our consciousness to godlike state. And the parasites on this planet will all be vanquished when Pluto enters Aquarius. This is why all hell, they have to make it a hell. They have to make Earth a hell, because they know the people with light hearts are going to enter God consciousness 2021 when Pluto enters Aquarius. So what are they going to do? They're going to send out manufactured viruses to wipe out melanated populations, okay, in this time period. They're going to make the government system collapse. They're going to make the money system collapse. It's going to be just like Gotham City. It's going to be just like the Book of Eli, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be World War III, and they want me to make a video about World War III. Don't trip. Don't worry. That video is coming really, really soon, so just stay tuned, okay? So when you talk about something like Executive Order 13603, all that is stating what they've already been from the get-go, okay? This was never a democracy. Show me the word democracy in the Pledge of Allegiance, in the United States Constitution, in any state constitution. It's not a democracy. Even when you say the word democracy, you're not saying nothing but demons going crazy. Demons going crazy, democracy. Demo crazy, democracy. Okay? This is a republic, which means the power rules, which means whoever has the money and whoever owns the resources has the power. So we live in a republic which is ran by a British crown in England and the Knights of Malta in the Vatican. That is the heart of the parasite. So the parasite will be completely vanquished in the second half of 2021 when Pluto enters Aquarius. If you don't believe me, I told you what happened when Pluto entered Libra. They destroyed the family. They destroyed the family with drugs and war. With drugs and war and giving the women all the power in America. They destroyed the family when Pluto entered Libra. When Pluto entered Libra, what is Libra? Venus energy, which is a positive meeting up with a negative, which is the sexual act that creates life. And they used Pluto energy to exploit that and destroy that. Pluto entered Scorpio, 1982, 1995. What did Reagan's bitch ass do in the early 80s? Okay? And like I said, I don't give a shit. I really have something personally against Reagan because he destroyed my damn generation. Okay? They dropped crack on the streets and they promoted and glamorized a gangster lifestyle in the early 80s. Okay? They also infiltrated hip hop. And instead of hip hop being higher, infinite power, healing our people, it was now shit hop. Okay? Jerry Heller, the goddamn Jew who put NWA up to the task of silencing Public Enemy. Okay? That happened 1982 to 1995 when Pluto was in Scorpio. So they had to turn the most spiritually advanced generation in the past 225 years on the planet. They had to turn them into the most spiritually wicked. And that's how they did it, by promoting thuggerism, barbarism, and a gangster lifestyle. And like I said, what does Sagittarius rule? Sagittarius rules travel, expansion. What did they do with the Pluto energy in 1995 to 2008? 2001, 9/11, Twin Towers go down. So now they control and track everybody who takes plane routes all across the globe. Okay? Pluto enters Capricorn. What does Capricorn rule? Capricorn rules the bones, the structure, the government operation, the whole structure of government. Pluto is the destroyer. So our whole structure of government is about to be destroyed, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? We are about to witness nothing but destruction and chaos from the end of this year all the way to 2021, because the second half of 2021, Pluto enters Aquarius, and that is when if the people who have been on the right track with light hearts and who have been taking care of their body and their DNA is supposed to obtain God consciousness, okay? And we're supposed to be entering fifth dimension when Pluto enters Aquarius in 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, Pluto enters a different star constellation every 13 years and affects a whole entire generation, okay? So I hope I shed enough light for you guys today. We will be seeing a lot of chaos in the near future. Like I said, Pluto rules things that we can't see, like the insects. Okay, the insects are actually more civilized than the humans on the planet right now. The humans on the planet are the number one parasite. I'm gonna repeat, the humans on the planet are the number one parasite, because instead of taking out the real parasite that's making this a hell for us, we like to argue and debate with each other and con people, destroy the classroom, destroy the earth in the process, and just shit on each other. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, to the people who are killing their own people, to the murderers out there, to the rapists, to the sex offenders, to the people with a whole bunch of hate and nonsense in their heart, to the thieves out there, to the adulterers out there, I want you to know that Pluto is the strongest vigilante you'll ever come in contact with. I promise you. I promise you. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a day when we wake up when over half of the world population is just going to be gone, going to be vanquished. And I got a lot of people on my news feed who think it's bullshit and it can't happen. You see what I'm saying? But if you do your research, the human race on the planet is growing exponentially, which means in the next, I say 3 to 5 years, there'll be another 2.5 billion people on this planet, which will make the planet population almost 10 billion. Okay? And according to these global elites, they are not willing to give out the resources to all those people. So what do you think they're going to do, people? Wake the fuck up. It's called population reduction. It's on the goddamn Illuminati cards. It's on the goddamn Georgia Guidestones. It's in the walls of Kemet that only a few are going to make it. Only a chosen few are going to make it to 5th density when Pluto hits Aquarius in 2021. Only a chosen few are going to make it and survive when Pluto destroys the Capricorn government structure. Wake the hell up, people. Only a chosen few. It's said in your Bible, only a chosen few. But you got these clowns out here talking about we're all chosen. Well, you know how stupid that is? You know how stupid that shit sounds? We're all chosen. Let me ask you this question. Does Satan and Satan's people, do they choose everybody to be a part of the Illuminati? To be a part of the Freemasons? Do they choose everybody? Does God choose everybody to be a messenger? Does God choose everybody to be one of his prophets? Really? Are you sure about that? When you go apply for a job, if your job is full-time and permanent, do they accept everybody? You know what I'm saying? When they get done with their interviewing process, do they choose is everybody chosen? What the fuck y'all been drinking? What y'all been smoking? Some of that goddamn stupid ass bullshit, GMO ass weed. But it's really, you might as well be smoking the dandelion weed, okay, that's growing in your damn garden. Because this weed you talking about is all genetically modified. Okay? So your ass ain't doing nothing but opening portals and having archons attached to your goddamn head. Okay, leeching off your brain like a damn parasite. Thinking you getting some knowledge. You ain't getting jack diddly shit. Jack diddly squat. Talking about we're all chosen. Psych. It says that my people will perish for a lack of knowledge, not a lack of belief. My people will perish for a lack of knowledge. Y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up. Because the executive order is really not even that important of a document, okay? Because all the executive order is doing is just stating in the forefront of who the government already was since they've been established 250 years ago. Okay? Like I said, when our ancestors, the Moors, were overthrown out of power and the Freemasons took control, it was already a monarchy. It was already, you know what I'm saying? A totalitarian type government. You see what I'm saying? This shit is ruled by a crown. It's been ruled by a crown. 13 original colonies. Okay? Obama enacted Executive Order 13603. The numerology of that goes back to 13, attacking your higher 13, your higher self, your galactic female chakra. Okay? And they're using the Pluto energy to affect the masses and to affect the generations every 13 years. 13 years. Okay? So I want you guys to look at them Georgia Guidestones. Look at them Georgia Guidestones. Look at the government saving up all of these weapons, all of these forms of ammunition, all of this food, all of these seeds, spending multi-billions, almost trillions of dollars on the survival gear, because they know what's coming in the second half of 2021. They know the pole shift is coming second half of 2021. And for those whose DNA gets activated and 13th chakra gets activated, they won't be susceptible to Executive Order 13603. And they know we're going to enter God consciousness at that time, second half of 2021, when Pluto enters Aquarius. That means that the chosen ones get up out of here and reach the God consciousness, bruh. And everybody who's stuck behind is going to be gray food, reptilian food, insectilian food, or fused with robots, or fused with robots and artificial slaves to the New World Order, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So I want everybody to do your research, and I want everybody after this video to research the path of Pluto and how it affects generations. I hope I could, help all my subscribers out with this video and the information I drop, man. So like I said, I appreciate everybody who supported RFG Clothing, Atlantean Clothing, RFG Movement. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. It's the chosen one, man. I'm out.